Is Uncle B's practical and tactical knowledge meant to be an intimidation tactic and abusive? I'm going to let you in on a little secret in this episode. We'll find out coming up. But first, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. There's many reasons to subscribe, one of which is to show these people who oppose this channel and oppose the good that this channel is doing that you're not going to put up with it. Because in this channel we talk about many things to strengthen your physical, mental, and spiritual life, as well as how to keep yourself safe from the wolves and predators in our society and world. I'm going to let you in on a little secret in this episode. Did you know that this channel was designed to intimidate people? So this channel has been labeled as an example of intimidation. I have no idea where that comes from, except for a deluded, psychotic mind. Because how in the world can you take a channel devoted to making people better mentally, making people safer physically, making people maybe have more of a disciplined life or mentality, for self-improvement and self and personal security, the security of your family? How do you take a channel like that and say, you're intimidating? This is an example of intimidating someone. Well, you know what? I hope it intimidates people. I hope it intimidates bad people. You want to know why? Because that's what warriors do. That's what the sheepdogs do. The sheepdogs protect the sheep, but the sheep are more scared of the sheepdogs than they are of the wolves. Why? Because they look like the wolves. And this is the case throughout history. There's always been a warrior class, the protectors, those who have a higher calling, and it's almost like a spiritual calling, to protect the people around them, to protect their families, to protect society, to know how to make war, know how to break the human body, to know how to and seek out ways to become superior so that they can use it to an advantage for the sake of others. This channel, in a part, was designed to do that. To say that I'm trying to intimidate anyone with this is bullcrap. It's Bravo Sierra, and I don't give a Charlie Foxtrot what you think, because that means that if you think that this is intimidating, you ought to be intimidated. If you think that this is intimidating or some kind of abusive behavior, then you are the one that needs to be abused, because you're the threat. You're the threat to anything good and righteous. You're the threat to those who want to improve themselves. You are the threat to those who want to be superior to you. And you, as the bully, are intimidated because you don't want anyone else to improve themselves, because you are inferior. By your own choice, you are inferior, and you want everybody else to be equally miserable, just like a certain political party in this country wants the same thing for all of us in this country. I want people to rise above. I don't want to give them a fish every day. I want to teach them how to fish. I don't want to have everybody assigned a personal government agent to protect them from themselves. I want them to be able to protect themselves from the bad guy, including the potential government agent who's the bad guy. So these are the types of things that this channel is supposed to convey. It's ironic to me how those small little minds who think that somehow this and what I'm trying to do here, and for that matter, you don't have to watch, by the way. If you're intimidated by me, you don't have to watch. That's what freedom's all about. But you, obviously, want to take away the freedom of others, which is typical. Typical. You know, I've dealt with bullies and tyrants all my life, in some form or fashion. And I know that human nature is that some people want to control, and in fact, all of us have a little bit of that in us, where we want to bully someone else, lord it over, to control, because we're afraid, it's out of fear or whatever. But the fact is that we have to learn to put those things aside so that we can get along in society, and we have to learn to trust other people, to make their own decisions, and then, of course, to have the consequences of those decisions. We don't have to protect people from themselves. We don't have to try to control people to protect them from us. No. Oh, wait. Oops. We don't have to try to control people to protect us from them. So this psychotic idea, this delusional idea that somehow this channel intimidates, well, maybe it's because you ought to be intimidated because you're actually doing something wrong. Your mind is wrong. Your heart is wrong. You ever think of that? No, can't do that. Why? Because you got to be in control. You're deluded about what reality even is. This channel is designed to help improve people. Now, does that mean that I don't rub feathers the wrong way sometimes? Of course I do. Like I said, maybe if you're intimidated, you need to be intimidated because there is something wrong that you're doing. And that is, in essence, what exactly has happened. And those that are intimidated, you know who you are. Guess what? That's exactly what the problem is. But of course, the main group that should be intimidated, that feels, oh, you're attacking us, those are the people who never will be convinced, never convinced that they have done anything wrong. They're so recalcitrant in their mindset. It's like banging your head against a wall. It's not going to break the wall, it's going to break your head. So then the solution is, don't waste your time anymore. It isn't worth it. But it makes a good video, but it isn't worth it. Don't waste your time on things that are your past. And I think that's one of the biggest lessons. Don't be afraid to intimidate people the right way. Just do the right things. If it intimidates someone, too bad for them. Just say AMF, adios, because you don't need to deal with small-minded, insignificant little nothings. These small-minded, insignificant little nothings can be your past. Why deal with your past? Why focus on some people who are in your past? Focus ahead to the future. Don't waste your time on things in the past, because they're already done, they're already gone. So I hope that this inspires those that need to be inspired. Maybe those who are being bullied, maybe those who are being abused. Whether it be at the school, in a playground, in your church, as well as in your relationships. Just do the right thing and don't worry about if people are offended, because people are going to be offended by nothings. People are easily offended because they don't have a life. Don't be afraid to do the right thing, and if it intimidates someone, that's not your fault. It's not your problem. It's theirs. It's the result of a small mind. So I hope that clears up a lot about this channel and the purpose of this channel. That congratulations, we've hit a year of this channel, and I hope that you can see improvements along the way, and I hope also that you don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment below, as well as give me a thumbs up if this will inspire you to not be afraid of the bullies in your life, but to move on from them and rise above it.